This is Newsline 9 Sports.
As their opening week sweep of the Padres, the Brewers have had a pretty tough schedule. 4 straight series against playoff contenders. They're at 8-8 right now as they return home to begin a homestand against the 2 worst teams in the National League. Starting tonight against the Cincinnati Reds. Cincy just 2-13 entering this game. They did not play like that. Second inning, the Reds jumping out to an early lead. Tucker Barnhart and Billy Hamilton both bringing runners home with singles off Brent Suter. It's 3-0 Reds. Big missed opportunity for the Brew Crew in the 5th inning. Eric Sogard at the plate with runners on 2nd and 3rd. Little guy gets a hold of one here. This is one of those you're yelling, stay fair, stay fair. It's just foul. Take a closer look. That would have tied it at 3. Clearly foul. Instead, the Brewers get nothing. And then the Reds respond with a 6th spot in the 6th inning, including a run off a double by former Brewer Scooter Jeanette. Reds win this thing 10-4. Brewers now under 500 for the first time this season. The Bucks will need a little bit more help from their bench if they hope to avoid going down 0-2 in their first-round series with Boston. Milwaukee got just 23 points in Sunday's overtime loss to the Celtics from its bench, and 16 of those 23 coming from point guard Malcolm Brogdon. Jabari Parker especially disappointing in his playoff debut. The former 2nd overall pick scored just 2 points in only 15 minutes. Parker has not addressed the media since that game, but his teammates say they're confident he'll come ready to play in Game 2.
I mean, it's his first playoff game. I mean, his rookie year, he got hurt the second half of this season. Same thing with last year. So, I mean, that was his first playoff game. I mean, it's never easy. We don't want to put a ton of pressure on himself. We just want him to go out there, relax, and be the Jabari we know he can be, and the Jabari that we've seen him be since he came back from injury.
We shall see. Game 2 tomorrow night in Boston. You can watch it on TNT or the Fox Sports Wisconsin alternate channel. Now, historically, teams that win the first 2 games of a series go on to win it 93% of the time. So, excluding that 7%, this is essentially a must-win for the Bucks. Well, spring sports here in central Wisconsin are taking a rain check, or I guess a snow check, if you will, until this unusual weather ends. Right now, athletic directors in the area don't expect teams to be back on the field until May 1st at the earliest. Alexis Geffen with the story.
Never anything like this that in my time as an athletic director.
This late season winter storm is wreaking havoc on spring sports in north central Wisconsin.
For the athletes, they get one opportunity for this season, and you're going to reduce it down to probably 3 or 4 weeks at best. That's got to be incredibly frustrating.
At April 16th, spring athletics were supposed to be 3 weeks deep into their schedules, but instead, these fields still sit empty.
There's no opportunity for them to really let loose and get good swings in. You know, we do have batting cages, but it's still just not the same.
Weather has a mind of its own, and Wausau West even had a backup schedule just in case we got this kind of weather. But even with that, they still didn't prepare for this.
We've had a practice schedule, an indoor practice schedule established for many years that starts on March 5th this year. We take it up to April 15th, but now we're into kind of uncharted territories.
So now it's up to the athletic directors to find a solution. The top priority, keeping conference seasons as normal as possible.
The solution we come up with is not going to be perfect, but what we're going to take a look at is, again, trying to make it fair for all the sports, for all the kids.
We're going to have to get together and kind of figure out what's a viable conference schedule, because the one we had established at the beginning of the year doesn't make sense for us.
For now, Valley ADs and coaches are sticking to indoor practices, or they're traveling south to play some games, assuming that snow melts faster than ours. Reporting in Wausau, Alexis Geffen, Newsline 9 Sports.
All right, thanks, Alexis. I was on my high school golf team, and I can't imagine the frustration that I would be feeling, 10 years ago and when I was in their shoes if this was happening to me. So I really feel for all the kids who are being affected here.
It's definitely a bummer.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brandon. We'll be back with a final check of your forecast right after this.